Hey yo guys, welcome to episode 8 of Find Love or Die Trying. It's been a while since yesterday I uploaded episode 7, so we're going to be continuing episode 8 of this series. And I hope you guys are liking it as much as I am, so let's get to it. That's right, we had to choose one of these girls. It was a hard decision. I remember in the last episode it was a hard decision, so what we're going to do is we're going to go with... I don't know. We're going to go with Tara. Switch it up. Let's go. I knocked on the door to the games room. Hey Jake, what's up? I thought I'd check in and see how you're doing with your game. Let me show you what I'm working on then. Tara handed me her game device. Not all the art's ready yet, but I'm hoping it'll be done soon. It's a farming game. I had to ditch the pigeon dating idea after a while, finding out it was already done. That's a really shame for the whole world, really. But in this game you get to live in a village out in the country, make friends, raise crops, and decimate all the invaders with your giant mecha pigeon death machine. And there's 1 million possible weapon combinations, and that sounds cool. Wow, that sounds cool. I'd love to play it. I'm curious, how come you decided to make a farming game? Good question. They've just got a special place in my heart. I used to just play these morning till night every day. You can probably tell I'm not really a go out and party kind of person. To be honest, I don't know enough people to go out parties anyway, but whatever. Hey, it's your choice how you spend your time. Sometimes it's more fun to just do your own thing. That's how I feel about it. Enough talk, try playing it. I want to see how you feel about it. Alright, here we go. The title screen displayed with a click. Star Blue Valley. I was a mecha pilot who got tired of life in the mecha corps and decided to move out to the country to become a farmer. I was a pretty good one at that. Every season I learned to plant, water and harvest new kinds of crops. Tara would give me advice for farming in every season. Her face was so close to mine, she'd watch my every move with a pensive expression. Farming and fishing felt great, but fishing was almost impossible to do at first. The mecha parts of the game felt incredible. You could even get to know the villagers and have relationships with them too. Nice. There was just one more thing that was a bit weird. First, wow, what you have so far is incredible. You think so? Yeah, really. It's incredible. I never thought you could combine farming and being a mecha pilot in the same game, but you did it just fine. Thanks, Jake. That's nice of you to say. Oh. There's just one more thing that is a little off. What's that? Any feedback would be great. I feel like the relationships with the townspeople were a little weird. The dating aspects didn't really feel right. Oh, I knew you'd notice that. It's kind of embarrassing, but I've never actually dated before, so I have no idea what it's really like. And to be honest, I've never really had a real friend either. If it's not too much to ask, her voice suddenly reduced to a whisper. Maybe you and I could be friends? I got friend zoned, my dude. That's my first friend zone. That said, please don't trap me in a video game again. Sorry, what? Anyway, watching you play gave me some ideas. Want to help me with testing them? Sure, I'd be happy to help whatever I can. We both suggested ideas you should implement and we'd test it together and repeat. It just kept getting better and better. Tara's smile and enthusiasm was contagious. I couldn't help but be excited for her and in awe of her drive. We spent the rest of the day working on a game, but it only felt like minutes. I'm just glad it wasn't another virtual reality game where you become a pigeon. I was feeling a little bit restless after today's date to wait in my room, so I went downstairs to relax. Looks like someone had the same idea I did. Kat was relaxing on the sofa with a bottle of red wine in her hand. Hey there, Jake. Care for a glass of 5? No thanks. I'm good. That's okay. I don't want to wake up with a hangover. You're on a killer dating show and you're worried about a hangover? I want whatever you're drinking. Kat filled a glass to the brim, then downed it in one go. Damn. Nope, still not feeling like a hangover is worth worrying about over here. She laughed and lightly jabbed me. I felt like I was finally getting to see her real smile. Kat started chuckling down the bottle. Ah. You okay? I work on a TV show that kills innocent people for shits and giggles. How okay do I think I could be? You might want to stop drinking that. You're more of a buzzkill than Damien, and I don't even know how that's possible. He's killed people with buzzsaws. Sorry, Jake, I didn't mean that. It's okay, Kat, no worries. Now that you mention it, how did you end up working here anyway? Oh, you know, the old career fair down the block. She laid down on the sofa. If you're here for the daily interview where I ask you about your day, I already have enough footage for today. As strange as it might sound, Kat, I'm here because I worry about you. And why is that? People who chug a whole bottle of wine in one night usually aren't the best in the best place. Worry about yourself. If you do some of the things I'd done to survive, you wouldn't be trying to comfort me. From what it sounds like, no one really has any choice. You just focus on being a ratings magnet on your dates. I'll be fine. Thanks, Jake. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone. Good night, Kat. Don't stay up too late. Great, the walking corpse is giving me advice on how to live now. Do I really look like that bad right now? Good night. I hurried alone. Now hold on just a... If only I could escape this island as easily as I could from a very, very drunk Kat. Wait a minute. If Kat's drunk, then who's making sure today's episode is good? Something tells me I'm not going to sleep very well tonight. ... The two of us were lying down in a grassy field watching the world pass by. Where would you want to go when you're out of here? The countryside. Seems like it'd be the only place nowadays that you can get some peace and quiet. That does sound nice. Would you come with me? Sure. I know it's not for everybody and it's missing a lot of the I don't even know how to ask love. Of course, I'm coming with you. We're a team, right? Oh, that's cute. We're a team. She moved closer. I held her tight in my arms. Mum would have loved you. I wish you would have had a chance to meet her. I know. We'll make sure our kid gets a chance to meet theirs, right? Her face turned bright red. Whoa, what? Say that after we're actually engaged? It's cute how embarrassed you get. You mean it? Every word. You're sweet. Not as sweet as you. Oh my god, the cringe. The girls and I kicked off our morning by testing out Tara's game together. It was multiplayer now, so we all could play together in the same world. This came with its own fair share of consequences. I said cover me or I'll have to finish making dinner yourself. I'm trying. There's just too many mutant vegetables attacking. Oh, Yuri, I need you to cover me. Where are you? I'm sorry, it's the mayor's birthday and I can't decide which berry to give him. It can wait. But then I won't get bonus points. Come to think of it, I think we're running low on tomatoes and carrots. Do you need any violet? We have enough to survive the winter, but more supplies are always welcome. I want it. Well, the game's definitely got more exciting. I wanted for them to test the relationships, but maybe they'll have to wait for a bit. I guess we'll see next time. Yeah, next time I can wait. We spent the rest of the morning playing Terrorist game. Good morning, cat. I've been looking for you. Not so loud, please. My head's killing me from all that wine last night. I still had to edit our broadcast after that, which didn't help. Somehow this scene feels familiar. Something tells me that my chances of slowing down here goes down for every open bottle of alcohol and so on. Maybe I should spend today reenacting probation instead of going on a date. You do know how probation work ended, right? Anyway, back to the brass tasks. Yesterday's second date with Tara went really well. Let's keep striking the iron while it's hot. Which soulmate candidate will you be going on a second date with today? We'll go with Violet. Nice. Kind of had a feeling you would. I think Violet's somewhere around the mansion. Lead the way. Nice. I found Violet taking a walk outside the mansion. Hey Violet, what's up? Hello there, Jake. I just thought I'd take a nice afternoon walk. This place truly does bring back memories of home. You lived on your own personal island. Nothing quite that. I can't even say that. I'm not even going to say that. Anyway, I've got a surprise for you. Want to see? For me? I motioned for her to follow me into the mansion. I asked Kat to pull a few strings and well, we have everything we needed to bake whatever we want now. Nice. Oh my. Violet looked at me with childlike wonder in her eyes. Let's get right to it then. Why don't we? She was practically shaking with excitement. Her smile and laughter was positively infectious. We decided to make a chocolate cake. It was her favourite flavour and I didn't remember one. That said, I also don't remember a thing about how to make cakes, but with Violet it wasn't a problem. She got me up to speed with a soft and steady hand, and before long we had the cake in the oven baking away. I wish it took longer to make. Seeing Violet do what she loved most was a treat. When she pulled the cake out of the oven, she looked like a kid on Christmas Day. Now, just for the finishing touches, a little more here and a little more there. She was in her own world, humming away as she danced around the cake, decorating it as she went along. I couldn't help but smile and watch her in adoration. I think that's how you say it. She's pure happiness right now. I wish I could take this moment and just freeze it in time for safekeeping. That's kind of creepy. I couldn't wait to share this with the others. But first, Jake, would you mind testing it right? You don't have to ask, believe me, I'm first in line to try it out. Chocolate cake is the best. Let's go. Thank you. I just unsure if what I make is worth eating or not. Why is that? My family's caretaker, Lucine, was the one who taught me to bake. Besides my sister, Lucine was the only one who ever bothered to try what I made. Sometimes I worried they told me it's delicious just to make me feel better. I took a little off the top of a cake with my finger and licked it off. It's delicious, Violet. You better believe it. Would you want to help me a little longer? I'm having far too much fun just to stop now. I've just started making some cookies and I find I quite enjoy your company and help, Jake. I'd love to let me know how I can help. Violet passed me a bowl full of cookie dough, then a tray. All you need to do is make a little cookie-shaped pieces out of this dough and then put them on the tray. Do not try to put any of them too close together on the tray or it'll become something of a mutant cookie in the oven. That's good though. Got it, no mutant cookies here. I ripped off a piece of dough from the bowl and rolled it into the size and shape of a cookie. Perfect or natural. Thanks, Violet. Wow. In the time it took me to make one, Violet had made 6 perfect cookies. Wow, that's crazy. She moved with mechanical efficiency as she kneaded balls of dough into perfectly shaped cookies. Wow, I thought you were great before, but you're really incredible. How long have you been doing this? Perhaps since I was about, say, 5. To this day, it remains the only thing I can beat my sister at. I finished making other cookies as Violet finished 3 more. She held one up She held up one of the cookies and raised it to her face. You've gotten quite skilled at this, Jake. I just wanted to say again, thank you for arranging this. I'm on top of the world right now. It was my pleasure, Violet. Gosh, she's adorable when she smiles. For a few seconds we kept working on the cookies and in silence our eyes locked on each other's. You said you had a sister. Why, yes, indeed. Viola Valentine. Oh, these words are so hard to say. First twins in the family. Oh, I'm out of my room on my tray. She flashed a devious smile in my direction right before she lightly threw a dough ball at my face. What's with that cheeky? Before I could react, and splattered against and stuck to my face. She burst into childlike laughter. Nice catch, Jake. Perhaps you might try using your hands next time. Oh, it's on. I couldn't stop myself from smiling as I grabbed some ammo from my own cookie tray and threw them at her. She dodged them with ease and laughed. It's quite humorous how an old caretaker managed to do what you are struggling to do now. I interrupted her, gloating with another dough ball throw. This time it made a satisfying splat against her left cheek. Strike! Oh, you're so going down. Her smile turned devilish as she grabbed another dough ball. Oh shit. I've only a second before her next volley. I go on the offensive. I just started to reach for another dough ball from the tray when a dough ball splattered against my forehead, sending me recoiling backwards. Ah. And then another landed right next to it. Ah, mercy. And then another. I crumpled to the floor in defeat. I declared this my victory in absolute confidence. She laughed as she pointed at all the dough on my face. I took the opportunity to interrupt her speech with another dough ball. It splattered right against her left cheek. Oh, you're even more dead now. Forget surviving this crazy TV show. I don't know if I'm surviving the next 5 minutes. It was like I was looking at a tiger dead in the eye. Violet reloaded her ammo and was winding up for another throw. It was all I could do to reach for her for one more ball and scream in defiance. Bring it on. Let's go. Some say you can still hear my screams in the kitchen to this day. We finished cleaning up after an impromptu food fight and brought the desserts that survived the Great War to the porch. Her smile and laughter were infectious. Pardon me, but I guess we could rule out that you're being a baseball player before you had come to this island. She put her hand tenderly against my face as she wiped off the remaining dough. We locked eyes yet again. Her eyes were practically magnetic. Thanks for playing along, Jake. I suppose it's been too long since I've had that much fun. So thank you for indulging my little whim. It was a lot of fun for me too, Violet. Don't mention it. Besides, I think I got a few good hits in to make it worth it. I'm worried for you. It appears your amnesia is getting even worse. Violet laughed as she picked off some more crumbs off my face and licked them off her finger. Her eyes seemed to linger on mine. I do hope we can spend more time together soon. I quite like this. I like that. I had lots of fun with you too. You're full of surprises, you know. Just wait and see, there's more where that came from. We spent the rest of the day talking and eating a little desserts together on the porch. Though Violet seemed quite distant when I first met her, I learned that the real Violet was nothing like that at all and full of surprises. She could be unexpectedly shy one moment, then mischievous as a child one another. One thing's for sure, being around her makes my heart skip a beat and the time fly. Nice. Before I realised how much time had passed, it was already pitch black outside. Seems like a nice night for a walk. Oh hey Jake, what are you doing out here? Just going out for a walk. Care to join me? Sure, why not? I've got a few minutes. How about we circle around the mansion grounds? Sounds good to me. So how did your date with Violet go? We were already back to our daily interviews. Did the island run out of wine? That's wholly unrelated, but yes. Anyway, my date with Violet today was awesome. It was wonderful, and that's not a word I say very often. It's not every day where you spend it with a woman who can turn a kitchen into a war zone. I can't remember the last time I had so much fun, and that's not the amnesia talking. Violet really is something, ain't she? No kidding. I'd expect no less from the woman who's currently our audience favourite. Whenever we get you both in the same room, ratings just soar through the roof. I can't say I'm surprised to hear that. Keep it up with what you're doing. Our ratings have only been climbing higher and higher and higher every day. But it's not time to celebrate just yet. I know, don't worry, I'm sticking to the plan. That's good to hear. Seriously, if you got yourself killed by not following the plan at this point, you deserve it. Looks like we've finished our walk. Anyway, I gotta get back to work, but it has been a nice break. Night, Jake. Night, Cat. I walk back to my room and plop to my bed. Time to get some shut-eye. The scent of something delicious being freshly baked whiffed through the kitchen. It's just the two of us. Looks like this batch didn't turn out well either. She frowned. Hey, on the bright side, I can at least tell it's bread this time. Oh, that wasn't the right thing to say. It has been a while since I've done this. Sorry, Jake. I wanted you to have something good. I reached out for one of the pieces of bread. Wait, I'm sure it's... I took one bite, then waffed the bread down like it was the last of its kind. It's delicious. I reached for another to prove my point. You really mean it. I took a moment to waft down the second piece. Cross my heart. You're just saying that. She smiled. That's not the moment I've been waiting for. She hugged me with all her might. But I love that bit about you, you know. I love you, Jake. They held her tight. I love you too. For a moment, the whole world was just me and her. And that was all that mattered. What I wouldn't give to have you back like this. So I have a feeling it switches between, like, the different girls. Let me choose one. I walked down to the kitchen where all the girls were having breakfast. So how was the day? Yeah, tell us. Tara was furious, scribbling down notes with the title War Plans in bold. It was really quite nice. We actually made this cake and the cookies yesterday together, Jake and I hope you all enjoy it. They're amazing, Violet. Thanks for making it for us. Thanks so much. They're so delicious. Tara scribbled, War of attrition is likely not an option. What are you writing there, Tara? Nothing. So how come these cookies batter everywhere? No matter where I look, I can see batter on every surface of the kitchen. It wasn't just the batter. Violet and I had knocked over quite a few things in our firefight. That's... You sure it was just baking together? Oh, I thought it was more than that. I chided if I was heartbroken. I got to hand it to you, Violet. I didn't think you had it in you. Hubba hubba. Wait, no, nothing like that happened. Ali and I laughed and made finger guns at each other. I don't get it. That's because you're a good person, you. I think what Ali is trying to say is that Violet and Jake... Ali stuffed a cookie into Scarlett's mouth before she could finish her sentence. Wow, these cookies are pretty useful. You gotta teach me how to make these sometime, Violet. It would be my pleasure. Oh, teach me too. Why should Jake have all the good stuff? We spend the rest of the morning fooling around in the kitchen. Nice. Morning, Jake. How did you sleep? Pretty well, considering how the footage keeps me alive drunk. That sounds like a win to me, if you ask me. Can you believe it? We're already on the 6th day of the show. It is already time. Sure goes by. Time sure goes by fast. No kidding. Anyway, it's time to wrap up phase 2. You just need to go on a second date with your last soulmate candidate. Shouldn't be too hard, no? Please don't jinx me. Break a leg. Seriously, actually breaking a leg would be a lot better for you than messing up today's date. Not helping. Time to get today's date started with other than my third soul count, Scarlett. After this date, I will be ending the episode, guys. So I found Scarlett out for a stroll outside the mansion. She seemed a little down. Hey Scarlett, you doing okay? Jeez. It's just you, Jake. You almost gave me a heart attack. Sorry, I didn't mean to. It's not your fault. I'm just a bit on edge after the whole zombie date thing, whatever it was. I guess I'm feeling a little sad about all that. Why you saved everyone. We wouldn't have needed to save anyone if it wasn't for me. Don't worry about it. We all make mistakes. Don't worry about it anymore. Most people don't make mistakes that turn everyone into zombies. Well, yes, but hey, it makes for good TV. Which evidently is pretty good for keeping me alive, but I'll keep quiet on that. Besides, you did it because you were trying to help me get my memories back. That means more to me than I can say. I'm sorry I couldn't do it. If it's okay with you, I'll try again and again, I'm sure this time. Let's not worry about that for now. Thanks though, I appreciate it. For now, I just want to get to know you better, Scarlett. We got interrupted last time, to say the least. Care to join me in making up for some lost time? That would be fantastic. There's somewhere I'd like to go, if that's okay with you. Lead the way. You won't regret it. Fingers crossed. At least I think you won't. Should I be worried? Yes, you should be worried.
Yes, you should be really worried.
Come on, let's go. She grabbed my hand and pulled me along with her. Who could say no to a girl who could turn you into a zombie? Behold, there's a nightclub in the mansion. Oh, nice. There is now, I made it myself. Granted, I use it more as a testing ground than a real nightclub, but the staff really wanted something to blow off steam in. And okay, I cheated a little bit. I made a robot that made the light club for me, but it still counts. I think you're probably the first person ever to say something like that. Also, I didn't know you knew how to build robots. That's amazing. Hell yeah, it's cool. I get the feeling that building things to make people happier was what I enjoyed the most before I came here. What do you mean by that? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Actually, maybe you're the one person who would, maybe. It's worth a shot. Could she be like me? Question mark. There's so much of my life I can't remember for some reason. I couldn't help but raise an eyebrow. There was a lot of broken people after the war in New Asia. Not just broken bones and missing limbs, but shattered minds, people trapped in their own heads. I was told I had a gift for research, a gift that might help those people be able to reclaim their lives. So I finished school early and got my PhD. I led a task force dedicated to helping the survivors. We helped them forget the most painful, most traumatic memories and moved on. It was my life's work, but now I can't remember what it was, how it worked, even if we got anywhere with our research. To be completely honest, I can't remember how I got here either. I'm sorry to ask, but how on earth did that happen? If I knew before, I definitely don't know now. Maybe testing got dangerous and I wasn't willing to test on someone else. Maybe, I don't know. The crazy thing is I went from that to being on some kind of dating show. What the hell? I guess it does sound pretty weird. And the idea of getting married in 1 week, who wrote this? An idiot? I couldn't help but laugh. But what do I even have to lose at this point? I wouldn't look at it that way. Can't remember anything either, but I'm alive. As long as I'm alive, I've got everything to lose and everything to gain. An optimist heart, that's worth something. I guess you'd understand better than someone. What do you plan to do after this is over? Honestly, I don't know. I want my memories back, but if I can't get them back, I just try to make the best of the things I can. That's some plan. I'm still working the details out, give me a break. At least you remember some things. I couldn't even remember my last name at first. You got me beat there. We talked for hours about how we both felt about our situations. The good things, the bad things, about forgetting who you are. We laughed about forgetting embarrassing moments that probably plagued others for a lifetime. We lame for moments that truly made life worth living, the moments that made your life unique. It's nice to have someone that understands. You know, I've got a silly idea if you're interested. Let's hear it. Getting engaged in a week is stupid, and a person who'd agree to that is even stupider than that. But I think I'd say yes if it were you, Jake. If only to see where life goes with someone like you. Oh, that's sweet. Shh, let me finish. Regardless of who you ask on the last day, I'd like to be your friend in the times to come. Oh yeah, if you'll be mine. The last time I had a friend to just talk to you about how I feel. Nice. I think this was the first time that I felt a little bit about what's happening. Man, I'm so tired. That coffee didn't do anything. I want you to feel better about the past too. I don't want you to feel alone in this world. It's sad enough, you know? And maybe I'm just being foolish, but who knows, maybe if we're still in each other's lives after this, we'd be able to help each other take back the lives we wanted. What do you say? I was thinking the same thing, Scarlett. I'm glad, but how do I say? I'd still prefer if you pick me. What can I say? I'm a bit competitive. On second thought, I'm very competitive. Just saying, but out of all the girls, I'm the best educated, had the most ludicrous career, won first place in National New Asian Science Exhibition, and I laughed out loud as she listened to her accomplish one by one. She made angry faces at me in mock anger. But most of all, I want you to have a happy life, and I think someone else might get it wrong. We spent the rest of the evening enjoying each other's company. The laughter and smiles never really stopped, and she never let go of my hand during our walk. Far out, man. I'm feeling a little bit of the late night munchies. Guess I'll head downstairs. I walked to the kitchen and opened the fridge. Sweet. There's some leftover cookies that Violet and I had made together. I grabbed a few and waffed them down. Delicious. Got a case of the midnight munchies. Hell yeah. I figured I'd do my civil duty and help finish the cookies Violet and I made. Right, only a good Samaritan will finish all the cookies so no one else would have to make that sacrifice. I'm just too good of a person. I know, it gets me in trouble sometimes. Anyway, I've been meaning to talk with you. What's up? How did your date with Scarlett today go? Awesome. It was amazing. I feel like I really got to know Scarlett today. For the first time, I think I've truly been understood. I'm glad to hear that, Jake, really. Scarlett puts on a front that's nothing like how she really is. I'm glad she could be behind it. She must really trust you. I'm glad she does, believe me. More importantly though, Scarlett's fan base has been ravagous over new content from what I saw you deliver today. I'm a solid 85% sure you won't wake up in a torture chamber tomorrow morning. Great job, Jake. Thanks. Well, that should be enough footage for today. Thanks, Jake. You'll be happy to know that phase 2 of the plan was a smashing success. That's great to hear. No kidding, the love square between Tara, Violet and Scarlett has viewers on the edge of their seats. You've actually broken the record for ratings on a killer dating game show. It's not as niche as it sounds. Do I get a plaque for this? This has got to count for something somewhere. We don't have it printed yet, but I've prepared your tombstone in advance if you're looking for a souvenir. Thanks for the vote of confidence, I guess.
They're already going to plan to murder me already, even though the ratings are really good. They're still going to murder the hell out of me.
Let it never be said that I'm anything but supportive. Anyway, we're on to phase 3. It's pretty much the same as phase 2, except with third dates this time. And one caveat. What's that? I'm sure you've got a favourite in mind between Tara, Violet and Scarlett. If you want to maximise your chances of getting out of here alive, save the best for last. It gives audience something to look forward to. Sounds good to you? Makes sense to me? Good. That's all for today. I'll see you later. Good night, Jake. Good night, Kat. And thanks for the help till now. Kat, I realised I'd probably be screwed without you. Don't thank me yet. Guess I'll call it a night. I walk back to my room. Time to get some shut-eye. So what's this supposed to do? It's only a prototype, but technical details aside, you can think of it as a memory rewriter. So it rewrites memories? Pretty much, think of it like a surgeon's scalpel. With it, you could make someone forget things as big as who they are, or someone as small as specific conversation. So if you use this on someone, anything's fair game. You could erase anything you wanted. Exactly. Well, maybe it's not really a scalpel since it comes with a reset button. It's sad though. This was supposed to help people after the war. I was supposed to help people after the war. I'm sorry, Scarlett. Don't worry about it. I may not be able to help them, but it doesn't mean I can't help you and your partner escape from this madness. Thank you. Really. Thank you so much. I know you're taking an incredible risk for us that honestly most people would never. Don't mention it, Jake. That's what I do. If they manage to trace it back to me, then I'll accept whatever comes. It'd be the first time I helped someone in quite some time. Scarlett, that boat is just to pass the woods behind the rocky enclave near the beach. It won't be there forever, so act quickly. It'd be suicide to go for it during the day, so I recommend heading there midnight. Thank you, Scarlett. You sure you don't want to come with us? Someone has to stay here to help the people that fell in this spider's web. You don't have to be so noble. I envy her, to get to leave this place with you. But someone needs to stay here to do what's right. What a shame. The next day I woke to the sound of an explosion outside. I ran outside as fast as I could. What the? The first thing I saw was Scarlett and black smoke emanating from the ground near her. Oh hey there, Jake, nice weather we're having here. Hey Scarlett, you okay? I'm pretty good, all things considered. I've been experimenting again on trying to bring back people's memories without the whole monkey zombie bit. I figure if you and I ever will, I'd want us to know everything about each other. No secrets. Pardon me. I'd like that, Scarlett, thanks. I'd let you know if I make any progress with that. I've got to clean this up. Give me a minute and then we can head to the forest. I've been a bit meaning to spend some time there since I've got to this island. Sounds good by me. Nice. We walked together through the forest, hand in hand, talking about things we'd do after we got off this island. Talking about everything and anything. After we've left this island, whatever happens, do you maybe want to catch a movie together? Sure, but why a movie? You can laugh, but there's a part of me that just wants to be a regular girl for a day. That's something I can never forget. And I'd like it if it could be that way with you. What do you say? I like that. Yay. Scarlett did a little dance of happiness. We'd spent the rest of the morning together in the woods, enjoying each other's company, and maybe a little bit more than that. Ooh. Somehow in the middle of it all, I forgot what kind of show I was on in the first place. It's just me and her. In this moment, more than ever, I was glad to be alive. Hell yeah. Morning, Jake. Let's kick off phase 3. Hopefully you can wrap this up quickly and you'll be back to your old life soon. I better be. As nice as this island is, it's a glittered cage. You'll be able to get back to your old life very soon, and that's a promise. Well, unless you make a mess out of your next 3 dates, I can't help you there. But assuming you do, you'll get to leave here with one of Terra, Violet or Scarlet. But first, it's time to pick which one of them you'll be going on a 3rd date with today. Who's it going to be? Alright guys, we're going to end off episode 8 just like that, and going to be going on a date with one of these 3 lovely ladies next episode. And if you have enjoyed the episode, definitely leave a like down below. It helps the channel out a lot. Consider subscribing while you're at it, guys. It helps the channel out so much. And if you guys want to check out, I also stream on Twitch. If you guys would like to check out my Twitch, it'll be linked down below, guys. And yeah, I will see you guys next episode. I stream on Twitch every single day, every single night, nighttime. It might be daytime. I'll figure out the dates, but I stream there every single day, so definitely go check it out if you guys want to. Yeah, I'll see you guys next episode, episode 9, where we're going to be going on phase 3, and it'll be exciting. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out, guys. Stay safe.